Well, uh, this was a totally unplanned live stream, as usual. I don't, I don't usually plan these type of things. It's a random, uh, see what happens type of thing. So, hey, what's up, Massey? Thanks a lot for joining. Appreciate it, man. I hope this is going better than my first live stream. We'll see what happens. The Moose. Thank you, Moose. Much appreciated. Yeah, I think it's really interesting that people find what I do interesting. So, thanks a lot for watching, Moose. Glad to hear it, Massey. What you been up to these days? I want to apologize, Massey. I really haven't had a whole lot of time to watch everybody's content lately, and so sorry about that. I'm sure you probably posted some videos I haven't caught yet. A lot of sweating. Yeah, I heard you guys are you're dealing with a lot of heat over there. So far over here, it's been pretty mild. We actually had rain Saturday and Sunday, and yeah, it hasn't hit over 80 degrees yet. So today was about 76, and that was pretty nice. So finally getting a little bit of heat over here. The Moose. Calves are doing real good. They're starting to gain some weight. They're looking a lot bigger. They're happy. They're finally weaned. It took them about 3 days. They were bellowing, making all kinds of racket well into the night, and yeah, things are going pretty good now though. They're happy. So I just got done feeding actually. Stepping into your cattle count in the future. Yeah, I I would like to get some more. We're on limited acreage, so I'm considering one or two more right now, and I'm actually considering getting a. There's a couple of Dutch belts right now for sale for a pretty reasonable price for their age and weight, and I'm considering buying them and raising the brown Swiss and Holstein that I have up till I don't know, maybe 500-600 pounds, and at that point selling them and keeping the Dutch belts. So the count could potentially go up here. No, sorry about that. 88 to 90 for the last 5 to 6 days. Man, that's cooking. That's pretty dang warm. So, being where I'm from, 90 degrees it just kills us. we're so used to having somewhere between 60 to 80 degrees that when it does hit 90 in mid to late July, early August, it really kills us. But yep, Western Washington, it's a real damp, mild place to live. Looks like somebody else just joined. Next time, I think I'm going to throw out a little bit of a warning, saying that I'll be live here. Brett Buckley, hey, how's it going, man? Good to see you join us. Thanks, much appreciated. 80% humidity. It's got to be miserable. Oh man, especially in like an open station tractor where you don't have the AC to dry things out a little bit in the cab. Yeah, we pretty much always have a high percentage of humidity. There's a real short window. It's like I gotta say it's probably 2 or 3 weeks where the humidity is low and the heat is high. Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah, how's everything going with your oh, something happened. Everything just disappeared. Let's see. Uh yeah, how is everything going with your crops though, Massey? We're going to course in eastern Canada. Oh man, I'll bet. 93, yeah, Fahrenheit. That's gotta get pretty hot there. You guys do you guys get the same type of heat that the East Coast does on the or during the summer, Moose? Yeah, the grapple's working out real well. I'm real happy with it. I made some adjustments. I got some footage of the modifications that I made to the grapple, but it turned out for some reason the audio was just horrible, so I didn't add it to my last grapple video. But yeah, it sure beats the heck out of picking them up off the ground. Definitely cool. Looking forward to seeing that, Massey. Always looking forward to your videos. Yeah, I well, so during that video, if you haven't noticed, I like to talk a lot. I don't like the sound of my voice, but for some reason, well, I just talk a lot. So I did the voiceover on that video, and I actually did have the video clip of the modifications that I made in that video, but it turned out it was going to be like an 18-minute video, so I just kind of deleted that part, but I'll go into that, I guess, probably in a different video. So, yeah, well, I think so. I think I'm done with first cutting hay. There's a couple of fields that I am debating on whether or not to take. So my mower still broke, and uh, I don't know if you guys saw the video of the guy that I paid to custom hay or custom cut my fields. He's a super cool dude. We've been talking a fair amount lately, but he's fairly expensive. So I right now, first cut is starting to look pretty ugly in some of these fields, and I'm not sure that I want to take it. Um, one of the big problems is the width of his mower. He doesn't actually have access into some of these smaller fields. So I don't mind tedding, raking, and baling, a 2, 3, 4 acre field, but if he can't get in to cut it, I can't really take it. So yeah, pretty much whatever. That's 2, 3 days later. Okay. Wow. Yeah. That part of Canada where I'm guessing where you live at is actually really beautiful. My ex girlfriend, well back before I got married, I had a long term girlfriend, and she was from northeastern Canada, and man, that place is beautiful. It really is. You guys, the amount of lakes and rivers that you guys have out there is it's for a guy like me, I love fishing, so pretty cool place to live. But yeah, as far as a mower goes, I'm considering. Well, I really need a bigger mower, and I think I've said it in quite a few videos. I need a bigger tractor. Oh, Michigan Farming just texted me. uh, yeah. Anyway, I really plan on getting a 75 to 80 horsepower tractor here pretty quick. sometime within the next, I'm hoping 6 to 8 months, sometime before next hay season, and getting probably like an 8 to 9 foot disc mower, and that's that. I'm very very serious about that. But yeah, mower going to be a big project. Yeah, the mower is. I think it is going to be a pretty big project. Uh, it is bearings, but the way that these drum mowers are built, you kind of have to disassemble the whole thing, and there's really no way around it. So, me, I work by myself. I don't have helpers around, and I will, I'll be handling a lot of 80 to 120 pound objects at a time by myself, and so it's just going to be a little bit of an ordeal. Massey, no, I hope you don't hate me after I say this or unsubscribe, but I'm actually originally from Northern California. So I moved to Washington State back in 2007 for a job. I'm a industrial mechanic, so I do mechanical and electrical troubleshooting as well as fabrication. So I went on a road trip back in 2000, well, early 2007, and so the road trip was to just south of Seattle, and the folks ended up offering me a job, and so I took it. It was a pretty decent job, and yeah, for those of you that don't know, Northern California is very different from Southern California. Hey, there he is, Michigan farming. Just got done texting. So yeah, I was from way out in the county, a place that actually reminds me a lot of here in Western Washington, and I'm not. Yeah, I'm not proud of California. Anyway, enough of that stuff. So yeah, how did you meet the girl from Eastern Canada? Oh, so I met my wife. She runs an edge banding machine at the company that I work for. Yeah, so my very first trip to do some work at this location, we met, we hit it off, went out for dinner, and the rest was history. And I'll tell you what, I'm a very blessed man. So God definitely he blessed me when I met this woman. So cousin ran a 90 horsepower Kubota Kuhn disc mower, really nice setup. Yeah, 90 horse would be nice. I'd love to hit that 85 to 90 PTO horse range. I really would. At that point, I I really need to get some serious hay ground to make up for the amount of outgoing. Sorry about that. Capital. Uh, I'm hoping for a 75. Oh man, for a 75 horse, that's gonna do what I need it to. I'd really love to have a mower conditioner, but I guess we'll see what happens. See what deals come up. I'm gonna have to sell the Kubota and hopefully get top dollar for it. It's a real nice tractor in good shape. If I get top dollar for it, I might be able to get something in the 80 horsepower or PTO horse range. Let's see. Yeah. This is my second live stream, and again, they're always unplanned. So I'm glad you can make it, man. Yeah, 966. That'd be that'd be a nice machine. Love to have that. That's for sure. I've heard that they're gas guzzler, or well diesel guzzlers. I've heard they drink a lot more diesel than a lot of other tractors. For some reason, the comments just disappeared again. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so a friend of mine, the comments are still gone, so I can't read what you guys are typing if you happen to be typing. But the buddy of mine has one of those, and he says it just it showed up and it disappeared again. He said it's drinking like six gallons an hour, 6 or 7 gallons an hour. That's I'm not sure. He's pretty good at maintaining things, so I don't know if it's there's something wrong with his, I don't know, with his injector pump uh or what. But yeah, okay, there we go. A lot of hay equipment available in your area. Yeah, there's no hay equipment in my area. There is a ton. When I'm looking on Tractor House and Fastline, there's a ton of hay equipment basically anywhere east of Colorado. And there is nothing in my area. When I look on the West Coast, basically everything for sale is in my town. I've already driven by, I've seen it, and I know what it's worth, and they're asking way too much. It's really too bad. I'd love to pick up something locally and not have to pay for shipping, but people around here just ask way too much. Let's see this. Oh, sorry, Massey. I actually misread that question first. Michigan farming. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That'd be a fun tractor to grow up on. 171. Oh, I'll bet. So, how many PTO horse is that? That M17 or M7 171? Yeah, it really does make it tough to get what I need. It's really unfortunate. So I'll probably end up what I'm looking at right now is New Holland TN75, and I'd love to get a cab. I really would, especially if I'm going to be running a disc mower behind it. But most of them that I'm finding are in Kansas and Oklahoma. So I'll be looking at uh, I'm guessing $2,500, three grand in shipping. And yeah, if I could, well, the thing is, if that same exact tractor, you know, a 24,000 75 horse cab 4-wheel drive tractor with some remotes, if that was for sale in my area, it'd be going for 30. So even if I have to, you know, pay 3 grand to get it out Oklahoma, then I'm, I'm, I'm ahead. The problem is, I guess I got to fly out to take a look at it. So, which I guess could actually be a bonus because my wife's never seen the Midwest. So it'd be real nice to get both of us out there and go take a look at a tractor, take a drive, and see the. Well, I love the Midwest. I've been out there several times now, and I really like it. And you know, if my wife wasn't you know, so married to the area, I'd move out there happily. Moose, 140 PTO horse. That's the ultimate haying tractor right there. Well, we're awesome for tillage too and all that, but yeah, you can run a smaller big square baler, round baler, no problem. Yeah, WD. That would be a lot of fun. I'd love to have a older Alice Chalmers. Absolutely. Yeah, not only do they sip fuel, but they sound real good when they're doing it. So that's a nice machine right there. Michigan farming, you have some pretty cool equipment. I love your new truck too. Very nice pickup. Yeah, you know, I, I don't know how many of my viewers drink beer, but right now I'm drinking a real easy drinking IPA. It's like 4.7% alcohol, and just just a real delicious tasting beer. So it's something you can have several of and not really get drunk. So uh, for the most part, I don't really enjoy getting drunk. I enjoy the taste of beer. So it's a good beer to have. But thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that 7-3, man. I'll tell you what. My lifelong buddy Brendan, he's got a 01 with a 7-3, basically identical. It's the same cab and bed configuration as yours. He's done a lot of work to it. I think he's got like $8,000 into a transmission, and he hauls a lot of heavy equipment. But yeah, that's one real nice pickup he got there. What you drinking there? Yeah, I never did ask you, Tyler, what your beer of choice is. Check out craft beer pours. Oh, okay. Yeah. I've been to craft beer pours a few times. Yeah, very informative. There's lots of people on there that whatever's cold. Yeah, you're still dealing with the heat over there. Yeah, there's lots of really good I don't really beer connoisseurs, I guess, that just know the ins and outs of beer and the ingredients. So I actually used to brew. I brewed beers for several years and really enjoyed doing it. But the water where I live right now makes for really crappy beer. So I basically stopped brewing. I still have all the equipment, but I was really into it there for a while. Yeah, Miller Lite. It for some reason immediately gives me the hiccups. Miller Lite and Bud Light. I can drink just about any other beer, and Miller Lite, Bud Light give me the hiccups, and that's always frustrating. You guys get pretty bad thunderstorms there. We we get thunder every once in a while. It's usually mid to late spring, but it's usually pretty bad, but only for I don't know, just a little bit. We'll get it for a couple hours, and they disappear, and life moves on. I always thought it'd be kind of cool to live in a place where you get really amazing. Hey, D Haven, thanks a lot for joining, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I never lived in a place where we got spectacular thunderstorms. They're really they're awesome to look at. It freaks our horses out. So I guess in a way, I'm really kind of glad that we don't get it too bad. But how did planting go with your hay maze there, New Haven? Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you, World's Okayest Farmer. Appreciate it. Sitting down. Yeah, you're with Brett Buckley. Oh, cool. Right on. Yeah, I feel bad. I haven't checked out Brett's channel in quite some time now. I've been having a real hard time catching up with everybody's videos lately. Corn maze is planted. Cool. Have you had any rain yet? Yeah, that lightning is incredibly powerful. When I used to live just south of Seattle, we had a real bad lightning storm come through, and it struck. I'd say about 15 feet outside of my house, and that scared the shit out of me. It was it was real. It was something I'd never experienced. It was definitely something to remember. So no rain, just under there, Gavin Family Farm. I know I've seen quite a few thunderstorms where you'll get just under no rain, but don't feel bad. He's a bird. Easy. Yeah. So world's okayest farmer and bread. You guys been pretty busy with. I haven't quite. I haven't seen the video yet. Of looks like the wheat's just about ready, but yeah, how's everything coming along with that? With the weeds and everything in the field. Cool. Well, nice to see that the corn's popping up. That's always a welcome feeling. I do have a bill counter, and it malfunctions. It'll work sometimes. It'll work perfectly. Other times, I'll get 50 bales into it. I'll check the counter. And it says I had 390 bales. So I plan on buying a replacement for it. But normally, what we end up doing is 4 flat all the way across my trailer. 8 flat, 4 high is 96 on my 20-foot trailer. So we'll throw a few in the back of my truck. So we just take 100 bale loads up to the barn, and we just end up counting in the end, and not relying on the bale counter. What did I miss? Farm grown country strong. So far, you haven't really missed a whole lot. Good folks here, but probably some fairly poor content. I don't have a whole lot of good things to share. Soul Survivor 1001. I've never seen you here before, but thank you so much for joining. Much appreciated. I appreciate you subscribing. Brownie and Cookie. Yeah, so my wife named those those steers. We talked about it. Not naming them, but she has a soft spot for animals, so she named them. But yeah, they're doing really good. They've gained a lot of weight. They're looking real good. They're totally weaned. They're not bellering at night, and life is good. So I'll bet you they probably gained 40 to 50 pounds since that video. So they're moving right along. Northeast corner of PA. Yeah, there's so many farmers from PA. Lots and lots of them. Oh, well, lots of YouTube farmers from PA. We should be getting harvested in a week. Oh, cool. So do you have World's Okayest Farmer? Do you have somebody lined up for combining? Yeah, hopefully after fertilizing and all that, you get some good numbers out of that. Oh wow! Hold on a second. There's some things going on that I didn't expect to go on. Relocated, been wet. There's something really funny going on here with the comments. Oh, hey, PA Farms. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks a lot for joining. He's going to ask about the cows. There's March India. Okay. All kinds of good folks popping up here. Hey, Denny. Yeah. Cool. Good to see you guys here. Thanks a lot. No, my first name is Chris. My last name's Denny, and most people call me Denny. So I didn't want to call it Chris's Country Life. I figured Denny's a little bit more appropriate. You can't trust me. I have two first names. Same guy always is right down the road. Oh, cool. Okay, so he's a good local guy. You can count on him to be there. That's good. Yeah, it's really funny. Every once in a while, when somebody subscribes to my channel, you can click on their page and see who they're subscribed to, and it's yep. I know them, all the usual suspects. So it's pretty cool. Hey, what's up, Gerald Farms? Good to see you here. Them round bales were looking real good, man. You and your son make some pretty cool videos there. You guys are doing a fine job. Oh, David, you're also Chris. Well, that should be easy for me to remember then. Are you Christian or are you Christopher? I'm Christian. Yeah, Tyler. Pretty much everybody thinks it's Denny, and that's fine. I don't mind. You call me Denny. All through high school, actually the last plant that I worked at, there was 4 or 5 Chris's, so I just went by Denny anyway. So I'm okay with that. So yeah, I think I'm one of the only people on YouTube that I've seen lately that is not in a heat wave, and so I'm enjoying it, and I'm really sorry you guys have to deal with that. But man, right now it's about 70 degrees, real nice, and yeah, life is good. Our garden's doing all right. The corn's growing pretty good. We got I'd say probably 25 out of the 32 that we planted are actually going to harvest something. It's not the best soil, and we got a bunch of other obstructions. We got trees and whatnot that are blocking the sunlight. So yeah, garden's growing good. Yeah, otherwise everything's good over here on my end. Send those temps man, I wish I could. 100 degrees. I'd be dying. I'd be dying. We when we were putting up the last bit of first cut, we had, what was that? I don't know, a couple hundred bales we were putting up in the barn. It was just me and my wife. Usually it stays a little cooler in the barn, but towards the end of it, we're pretty wore out. Not having a cab tractor, I spend a lot of time in the sun. I wish the canopy was a little bit bigger on the tractor, but yeah, all that time in the sun, it just wears you out. Wears you out real good. Yeah, anybody here that might be watching that's not subscribed to D Haven Family Farm, check him out. A good guy. He's got some good things going on there. Real nice equipment, nice tractors, cool things going on. Yeah, you can cook some hay up real fast in 90 degrees, 90 to 100 degrees. That's a little bit of wind. I saw you had some 8.5% hay there. That's that's getting down there, but there's nothing you can really do about it. I mean, but by the time the dew burns off and the sun's out, you're yeah, you're at the mercy of the wind at that point. Gerald Farms, yeah, calves are doing great. They're doing real good. I'm happy with them. I'm considering just raising them up, probably, I don't know, to 500 pounds and selling them. And there's a couple of Dutch belts I might be picking up here relatively quickly. So we'll see what happens there. But the pen is plenty big enough for a few extra calves in there. So, but yeah, they're happy. I really like the brown Swiss. He's a good looking boy. Just subs. Cool. Yeah, so Brett, I can. I can totally pick the bales up and move them into a barn. But so the way that with the accumulator grapple combo works, you have the dividers in it, and so it makes for a fairly loose stack. So it normally once I get a full row, I'll come back with the accumulator and just kind of push the bales up tight to make up that slack. Now, when you go to remove those from the trailer, if you're going to use the same machine, you need to pull the dividers off. Otherwise, it won't fit, and it's just going to be kind of a disaster. So, I don't I don't use it for that. Plus, we can only store about 100 bales at our place. Um, we rent space at a what used to be a dairy. It shut down about 2 years ago, which is real sad. But yeah, long time, long family operated dairy here just shut down. So anyway, we rent space in their barn. It's more than I like to pay, but at the same time, it's nice to be paying a dairy or ex dairy farmer. But we pay $10 per 100 bales per month to store hay there. So it's about 15 miles away, and to drag the tractor and accumulator all the way over there just to unload, it's just not worth it. So we just unstack it. It's only 100 bales at a time, so we can usually rip through it pretty quick. Uh, Long-winded answer there. Did you finish your first cut? Hey, yeah, I did. There's potential for more. First cut. We'll see what happens. I don't know that we're going to take on more. I got an offer from the guy that custom cut our fields this year after my mower went down to Ted and bale 100 acres. That's about, I don't know, 10 miles away from me, and so I'm kind of considering doing that. It would be a lot for me with my little tiny my my two basket tedder. I'd probably spend more time tedding than I would baling, but we'll we'll see. I may end up taking that. It'd be good to get that income. Uh, I got see a song. Wait, hey man. Oh, you have a song request for my next video? Let me know what that is. I'll definitely look it up and consider it. Do I like John Deere? Oh wait, Johnson Deere. Uh, I I like John Deere equipment. There's nothing wrong with it in my opinion. I think that they make actually some real fine equipment. Problem is, I'm not too big of a fan of my local John Deere dealer. They uh, they don't have the best reputation. And I've been in there a few times trying to get parts from work or for my employer, and I really didn't have a good experience. And my New Holland dealer will bend over backwards. Kubota dealer is absolutely phenomenal when it comes to service and support. So as far as John Deere goes, if I ever find the extra money to buy John Deere equipment, and I guess maybe I could buy from a different John Deere dealer for parts. But how many cuts do I get? One, two. Yeah, we're pretty much the same way, Moose. If we get a cut in late May, we'll get a second cut off that field. But most of the time, we have clay soil, so getting in the field in May is not usual. I guess it not normal. So this year we cut May. I think it was 16th in one field, and we're getting I would say a decent second cut. That's the field I put manure down on. It's about 5 acres, but I'm I'm guessing we'll be lucky if we get 120 bales out of it. Um, that's the only field I'm getting second cut out of either. So on the Ram Ranch, I'm not familiar with the Ram Ranch. Uh, I don't know. Is that a Ram pickup truck? Not sure. But yeah, second cut's usually kind of a scarce thing around here, unless you can irrigate, which I have no water rights on any of my hay ground. So 1209 hay bine, yeah, yeah. Tyler, how does that do with extremely thick grass? So I end up a lot of the times first cut is just asininely thick, and I would say somewhat wet, not terribly wet. I mean, it's wet, not or dry enough to cut, but I've always been a little bit hesitant to get a hay bine just because I've heard that they have clogging issues when it comes to real thick material. I get 2 to 3 down here in Georgia. Oh man, that must be nice. Oh, hey, thanks a lot for joining PA Farms. Really appreciate it, man. Enjoy that dinner. 2 to 3 in South Carolina. Yeah, you guys get a bit more rain than we do during the summer. You check it out on YouTube. Amazing place, best place for fun. Huh. Okay, yeah, Spitfire. I'll check that out. Definitely. Wow, Massey, you guys get 4 to 5 cuttings around there. Really? you guys you guys might have to put down a lot of fertilizer to replace all that that you're removing. That's crazy. 4 to 5 cuts. I hear about that on the east side of the mountains here in Washington, but they irrigate the crap out of it. Yeah, wow. Yeah, up here it's pretty much way too much moisture, way too much moisture for the season, and all of a sudden, boom, it just stops. So like I said, we got I don't know maybe a half inch of rain Saturday and Sunday, and that's about all we're going to get. Definitely not enough to sustain a second cutting on mid June cut fields. Yeah, yeah. Hauling shit out's definitely gonna help. That's for sure. I noticed that field that I cut in May, it the I don't know how many of you guys saw the video of me cutting that, but the spot that was really thin, that first spot in the field that's I think used to be a chicken barn. That's actually one of the thicker spots now because I put a lot of attention to yeah putting fertilizer down there. It just exploded. So. Oh, well, that's good to know, Tyler. You have to slow down quite a bit when it gets real thick like that. Am I far from the Rollhoffs? I don't know what that is. I'm sure I could Google it real quick. Yeah, I do watch Chucky 2009. His haymaking issues. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. I I know Chucky's had some problems from the start. That 575 baler that he had, it's kind of weird that he had that many problems with it because those are, as you guys know, they're known for being real good balers. Uh, his round baler, the problems that he's had with it are, I guess, pretty normal. Cylinders go out. He could tell one of them was going out, but I don't catch all of his videos. I don't always watch them because of the 15 commercials that you have to watch during the video. It's a I wouldn't quite say irritating, but I don't know. He's a cool guy. He's a Christian guy. I think that's cool. I hope that didn't offend anybody, but no, he's he's a good guy, and he has a good sense of humor. I like his videos, but yeah, he has a lot of commercials. Uh, Little People, Big World. I saw something about that a long time ago. I'm not too big into TV. It live near Portland, Oregon. Oh, okay. Yeah, I spend a fair amount of time down in Oregon. I'm a mobile mechanic for the company that I work for. So we have a facility down in doggone it, what's that? Ah, I don't know why I'm blanking out, but it's just about 20 miles south of Portland. Yeah, say the same thing. Yeah, yeah. It's too bad. I mean, I understand the guy's. He's got to make some money with his videos. But you can do that without having 8 commercials in a 14-minute video. Yeah, normally halfway through his video, I end up kind of catching the gist of what's going on and leave. So eventually, if I do hit over 1,000 subscribers, I may end up monetizing, and I was monetized before, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. I might monetize, and if I do, I have no interest in trying to make really big bucks off of YouTube. I might have an ad or two, but I don't plan on ever making a living off YouTube. I prefer fabricating and farming. So no, the mower's not fixed yet. I actually haven't even touched it. The day after the drum mower went out, my brush hog went out. So I got the brush hog fixed up, and I needed that to clean up some of the spots in the hay fields to keep the homeowners happy or property owners happy. But yeah, so haven't touched the drum mower. I've got that guy that custom cuts for me, and in a way, I'm kind of happy to pay him just to, he cuts it. When I'm gone at work, I come home. It's mowed, it's conditioned, and all I got to do is tet it and rake it and bale it. So. We should. Maybe I missed something. What the case? Yeah, sorry. I got a little bit lost. My mind got preoccupied for just a sec. Okay, you guys mind hold on for just a sec? I'll be right back. I just got called out by the wife. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I thought there was an emergency. Uh, yeah. You should. The money helps out around the farm. Okay, so what did I miss there? World's case for? Did I? Oh, yeah. It would definitely help out. Even if it's, I don't know, $100 every 2 months, it would be worth it to monetize. Monetize might help pay for shipping on the new equipment. Yeah. hey, anything would help. So I'm hoping with the equity that I have in the Kubota and the money that I have saved up, uh, my thoughts are to get a 75 horse New Holland. For some reason I really like the New Holland. The uh, there's a few different models that I'm really looking at, and yeah, the TN and the TL. Uh, Somewhere between the 75 and the 85 horse. If I could pick something like that up for under 25,000, and looking for a disc mower, a 6 or a 7 disc for under 6,000, somewhere in that range, I think would put me in a pretty affordable spot, and definitely make hay season a lot more comfortable. Less less passes through the field and larger tires to soak up the bumps. Yeah, other than a tractor and a mower, uh, those that's the two big things. I think I'm really gonna need to get a bigger tedder, taking on more hay ground. It sucks, but a decent used tedder is gonna be you know, 4 to 5 grand. It costs almost as much as a mower or a decent small square baler. Kind of crazy, but good tractors for the money. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've heard nothing but really good things about the TNs and the TLs. Good tractors there for sure. Yeah, our New Holland dealer does carry New Holland hay equipment. Uh, the disc mowers are getting pretty expensive. So a 6 disc or a 7 disc are starting to get around that $12,000 range, and that's a little bit too expensive for me. But they do. Hey, what's up, DLK? Hey, nice to see you, man. Yeah, so yeah, they do carry it. It's just expensive, and I'm just a mechanic. I I can't afford new equipment. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but one of my squawky chickens is walking into the shop here. But I wish I could afford new. It'd be nice to have that warranty. That'd be real nice. Yeah, I don't really do live streams very often, so it's yeah, kind of cool to see all you guys here. I appreciate it a lot. So things finally drying out there, Dave. Yeah, no joke. Initially I just started off wanting to put up enough hay for our horses, and uh, that started spiraling out of control as soon as I started haying. I really enjoy doing it. Wow, you're just getting hammered. That sucks. Yeah. Well, so that wellhead was it it was a dry well, and so they drilled there and they didn't get any water out of it, so they drilled about I don't know, 150 200 feet away, and they hit water. So that well casing, it was an 8-inch well casing. I'm guessing it's roughly a quarter-inch wall. um yeah, that was a real unfortunate situation there. Real unfortunate. But the landowner was super cool about it. It was a dry well. She was real nice. She felt more sympathy for the custom guy than anything. Yeah, your first cut's got to get. It's all bet it's looking pretty brown. That that's too bad. I hope you have a good market for feeder hay. Hey, thanks a lot for joining, Tyler. I really appreciate it. I'm actually gonna have to go here pretty quick here too. Dinner's gonna be ready in a couple of minutes. But yeah, uh, with DLK with the amount of acres that you do and all that, it's sad to see the first cut's not able to get done in time. Do you guys usually get a second cut up there? Yeah, kind of same around here. Well, I wish you the best. Yeah, you haven't had the best of luck when it comes to weather. Is it like that every year? I know around here it's usually pretty consistent as far as what we get and don't get during this time of year. Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah. Well, hey folks, my belly is starting to growl at me, and dinner's just about a minute away. So I think I'm going to pack it up for the night. But I really appreciate y'all watching and coming to join me. That's pretty cool. Cheers, and I wish you all the best with the rest of this harvest. And yeah, y'all take good care. Have a good day.